Hey, what's up, guys? It's Bunmi here, and happy Wednesday, as Cassandra say. Happy Winners Wednesday. Hope you guys have had a great day so far. I am going to make this video with the industry of network marketing in mind. So I was talking to my team a couple of weeks ago, and they gave me 19 different topics that they needed help on. And so instead of just doing these video trainings in my group, I figured that I do them on my wall and even put them on YouTube for everybody to listen to. So let me tell you what I did. I got my daughter to write out the training topics and put them in here. And so I figured I'd just grab one and do a training on that. And so today's training topic is on one of the mistakes that newbies in network marketing make. I promise you, you probably have made this mistake before, and hopefully you learn your lesson. But today we're going to talk about one of those mistakes that newbies make, and that would be talking too much. Have you ever been there? Like, you're so excited about your product, you're so excited about your testimony or your service, and you can't wait to get to the family reunion. You can't wait to get to church and Bible study because everybody wants to know about your new widget. And so you see that first person and you have this conversation and you say, "Oh, girl, I got to tell you about," and you talk, and you're excited, and that person listening hears you as Charlie Brown's school teacher. Womp, 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 because you have talked yourself too much into the valley of death. So let me explain. Here's a principle to remember. The more you talk, the less you make. Write that down. It's a principle. You got to understand this. For those of you who are new in network marketing, it's not about all the words that you say. The more you talk, the less you make. You would think the more that you say, the more money that you make. That's not how it goes. The more you talk, the less you make. Now, let me kind of break this down for you. I'm going to give you 3 tips. One is you need to say as little as you can to as many people as you can. That's the better way of doing it. Let me repeat that. It's not about you saying a whole bunch of words, but it is about you saying as little as you can to as many people as you can. So remember that principle. Overarching principle, the more you talk, the less you make. And in doing that, though, remember, you want to say a small amount of words to a big amount of people. Has anybody ever taught it to you that way? If so, I'm serving as a reminder, and if not, write it down and remember it. All right, point 2. Now, you get to an event, you get to somewhere, and then your upline has told you need to talk to everybody. Use that 3-foot rule method. So you go in and you, again, excited, you're trying to talk. But remember, this is a relationship business. God gave you 1 mouth and 2 sets of ears. So the next tip I'm going to give you is to be more interested than interesting. See, I know you love what you do, and I know you love your product, and I know it grows back people's right legs, and I know people can lose 50 pounds in 2 days, but I don't care about all that. Yes, you want to tell success stories, but you don't want to talk too much. What you want to do is listen twice as much as you talk. 1 mouth, 2 ears. Be more interested than trying to be interesting. What does that mean? You see, the person asking the questions is really the person controlling the conversation. And because this is a relationship business, what I want you to do is start learning to engage in other people. Find out about them. That is how you can build a long-term, like a solid relationship where they will remember you. When you are asking them questions about what they do and how long they've been doing it, and finding out about ways to connect and relate to that person. What is their profession? How long have they been in that profession? Do they really like it? What do they do for recreation and vacation? So learn how to connect with people by asking them questions and being engaged in what they do. Do not be so quick to try to share your thing, but you want to get them talking and outflowing. Why? Well, one of the things that does is that gives you information. That lets you know what their hot button is. That lets you know where maybe their problems are. You tuck that in your back pocket so that later on, if you have a solution to their problem, like when they tell you they need to lose weight, don't just pounce all over them with your weight loss product. When they tell you they need to save money on their cable, don't just pounce all over them with what you have to save money on cable, but keep that information, tuck it in your back pocket, and you can pull it out again later on. So it's very important that you learn to ask questions. You get to know others. Now, if you are the one that's trying to talk and throw up all over everybody with your stuff, when you go to call that person back, are they going to want to talk to you? Of course not. They're going to want to avoid your call. But if you have been engaging and honestly interested in what they're talking about, when you go to call them back and follow up, they'll be more open to that conversation. All right. So remember that. Now, the final point 3, is this. Well, no, 2 more. Remember that the tools that your company gives you can say it better in 5 minutes than you can say it in 15. You may be good. You may be articulate. You may can pronounce your words real eloquently and present good on the stage. But still remember, always use the tools. Let the tools do the work for you. Your tools can say it so much better in 5 minutes than you can even say it in 15. So you say something to pique their interest, and then you're the tour guide, right? You point them towards a tool that they should look at. Hey, if I sent you a video, would you check it out? If I gave you a number to a short 5-minute call, would you listen to it? So always lead people to the tools. And then, guys, at the end of the day, remember, if you're out at an event, like, I don't know, a baby shower or something like that, you're there to celebrate that event. You're not there to give people a network marketing presentation, right? You can pique interest, you can get a quick phone number, and I may do that, but then I change the subject, get off of that, and get back to what's going on with the person whose party it is. Nobody wants to hear you say all those words. Nobody wants to hear you give a presentation. Your product may be good, but if you start talking about it too much, you'll be like that Charlie Brown school teacher. Nobody will want to hear from you. They won't even be hearing what you're saying. When you go to call them back, they do not want to listen. So stop being salesy. Learn to pique interest, get the person's information, and then switch subjects, and then you can always follow up later. Remember, it's not about the words you say, it's the music that you play. So when you come across confident with posture, just giving them just enough to kind of like hook them. And then what do you do after that? Then the next thing you want to do is you want to get their information and tell them, hey, look, girl, we'll talk about this later. I'll call you, give you more information, and then start asking them questions about what they do, being more interested than trying to be interesting. Well, I hope that has helped. This is a really great tip for those of you who are new, because people who are new in the industry, they try to, what we call, throw up all over people and talk. And remember, guys, the more you talk, the less you make. Hey, guys, do me a favor, like and share this video. If any of your team members need to hear it, please tag them. If you're on Facebook, leave me a comment on YouTube. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. And with that, guys, have a great evening. This is Bunmi in the Boom Boom Room, where we are building, banking, and doing big business. Have a great evening, guys. Bye-bye.